Hello guys, how are you all? So welcome to my channel, Cracking IELTS 9.0. So today I am back with a new passage. As you can see, the passage reads materials to take us beyond concrete. So this is Cambridge 18, Test 3 and passage 1. So as you can see on your left hand side, you have the paragraphs from A to H. Okay. And on the right hand side, you have the questions here, right? So questions, the first set of questions is match the information. Okay, you need to match the information. And second set is fill in the blanks. And third set, it is matching. Okay, so you need to match the list of people, right? So there are three types of questions, and I'll be giving away a lot of tips and tricks for you guys on how to crack this test. Okay, so I request you to please listen carefully so that it will be really helpful for you when you take the IELTS test, right? So if you're taking a computer-based test, you will be seeing a marker just like this, okay? So you can use the marker to just underline the passage or the keywords, okay? Just like this, you can underline some keywords so that it will be easy for you to remember while you read, okay? Yes. So let's start the video without wasting any time. Let's dive into the passage, okay? So the first set of questions is, which section contains the following information? It means you have to read these statements, okay? And you have to match the statement with the paragraphs. Okay, which section has this information? You need to match it. So from A to H, there are total how many? Like 8 paragraphs, right? And you have 4 questions. So this is going to be a lengthy one because you have to read each and every passage before you answer this question. Okay. So I have a strategy for you guys. Okay. So if I read the statement 1, okay, and then I go to the paragraphs like A to H. So it will take a very long time, right? If I read the first statement and then start searching for the statement in all these paragraphs, then how much time will it take? It takes a lot of time and it will kill all your 20 minutes for this passage. Okay. So I don't want that. I want to save some time. So what is my strategy? You know what is that? So I'm going to read paragraph A. So this is called the reverse technique. Okay. So I'm going to read paragraph A and then I'll match it with all these questions. Okay, I'll see if one is matching with A or two is matching, three or four. Which one is matching? I'll do the reverse technique. Okay, so in this way you can match it very easily. And also the second advantage is you are going to read all the paragraphs. So now you have an idea. Before going to the next set of questions, you have idea about all the paragraphs. So that is going to be very, very easy for you. Okay, so yeah. And I tell you guys, so in the IELTS test, you have like 60 minutes for the reading section and you have 3 passages. So it means for each passage, you have 20 minutes of time. So try to solve this as early as possible, okay, within 20 minutes. But in this video, I'll be explaining everything to you, so it might take a long time, okay? So yes, let's start. Let's read the paragraph A and try to see if it is matching with any of these questions, okay? Right. So concrete is the second most used substance in the world economy after water and one of the world's biggest single sources of greenhouse gas emissions. Okay. The chemical process by which cement, the key ingredient of concrete, is created results in large quantities of carbon dioxide. Okay. The UN estimates that there will be 9.8 billion people living on the planet by the mid-century. They will need somewhere to live. If concrete is the only answer to the construction of new cities, then carbon emissions will soar, aggravating global warming. And so scientists have started innovating with other materials in a scramble for alternatives to a universal commodity that has underpinned our modern life for many years. Okay, right. So in this paragraph, he's talking about concrete only and its impact on the greenhouse gases, how it is contributing for global warming, all these things. Okay. So now let's read the question. An explanation of the industrial processes. Okay. He's talking about industrial process that create potential raw materials for concrete. So in this passage, did we read any industrial process? No. And did we read any potential raw materials? No, nothing like that. So no, A is not matching with one. Then a reference to various locations where high-rise wooden buildings can be found. So here, did he talk about any locations where there are wooden buildings? No, not at all. So no, A is not matching with two. An indication of how widely available the raw materials of concrete are. So he's talking about the availability here, right? How widely they are available. Okay, the raw materials of concrete. Did he talk about anything in this paragraph? No, I didn't read anything, right? We didn't read anything like that. Now, the belief that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. So he's talking about the belief, some belief system is there that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. So yes, no, we didn't read anything regarded to this, right? Because we did not read about any high-rise wooden buildings or anything like that, right, guys? So yeah, even four is not matching. Okay, we have only four questions here, but we have 8 paragraphs, so everything will not match. Okay, only few will match. So yeah, let's hope for the next one. Now let's read the B. Okay. The problem with replacing concrete is that it is so very good at what it does. Chris Cheeseman, an engineering professor at Imperial College London, says the key thing to consider is the extent to which concrete is used around the world and is likely to continue to be used. Concrete is not a high carbon product. Cement is high carbon, but concrete is not. But it is the scale on which it is used to make it high carbon. The sheer scale of manufacture is so huge that it is the issue. Okay. So there is this guy, Cheeseman, a professor. Okay, he's talking about that. This is in the quotations is what he said. Okay. So we need to remember, maybe we need to remember who said what. Okay. First guy we came across is Cheeseman and he said this. Okay, because I'm telling you, because in the last section we have what? We have matching, right? So you have to match the name, person name. Cheeseman is here. So you might be come across these things. Okay. So when we go to the last section, it will be useful. So just try to remember who said what. Okay. Or at least try to remember the paragraph. So in B paragraph, there is Cheeseman. That's just try to remember so that when you come to this section, it will be easy for you to go directly to that paragraph. Okay. Right. Okay. He spoke about concrete is not a carbon product. Cement is high carbon, but concrete is not. Okay. So an explanation of the industrial processes that create potential raw materials for concrete. No, sir, we did not talk anything like that, right? No industrial processes are there. Then various locations, reference to any locations here? No, there are no locations here. And an indication of how widely available there are. Anything like that? Availability, no, he is not talking. He is talking about the manufacture. Manufacturing is very huge, but there is nothing about availability, right? Next, the belief that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. Okay. So is there any belief system here that we spoke about or about the high-rise wooden buildings? No, he did not talk about that. So yeah, B is also not matching with anything, guys. Okay. As far as I can see, there is nothing till now. Okay. Yeah. So let's move to the next one. Paragraph C. Not only are the ingredients of concrete relatively cheap and found in abundance, okay, yeah, in most places of the globe, the stuff itself has a marvelous properties. Okay, he's talking about the ingredients are very cheap and they are found in abundance. Abundance means availability. Okay. This you should strike when you read it. Okay. So then Portland cement, the vital component of concrete is moldable and pourable, but quickly sets hard. Okay. So Cheeseman also notes another advantage. Concrete and steel have similar thermal expansion properties. So steel can be used to reinforce concrete, making it far stronger and more flexible as a building material than it could be on its own. According to Cheeseman, all these factors make concrete hard to beat. Concrete is amazing stuff. Making anything with similar properties is going to be very difficult. That's what Cheeseman said. So Cheeseman, we have in two paragraphs, B and C. Okay, right. So let's match C with anything. An explanation of the industrial process. Okay, is there any industrial process here, step by step? No, there is nothing. Then a reference to various locations where you can find the wooden buildings. Now, he did not talk about any various locations where there are wooden buildings, right? Next, and indications of how widely available the raw materials of concrete are. Okay, now this is the keyword, guys. How widely available, availability. Found in abundance. What do you think? Is it matching or no? It is matching, right? So what is our answer? It's clearly, when we read the first paragraph itself, I got my answer. You know that? Not only are the ingredients are cheap, but are found in abundance in most places of the globe. So an indications of how widely available the raw materials are. Raw materials means the cement, right? So yes, I think C is exactly matching here. So I should write C here, right? I would go with this one. Should be C. Okay. So third one is clearly C, guys. Okay. So we got our answer, first answer, right? Now let's move to the paragraph D. So this is the reverse technique. We'll get the answers easily, and also we'll complete reading the whole paragraph. So it will be easy for us to answer the next questions. Right. Now paragraph D. A possible alternative to concrete is wood. Okay. Making buildings from wood may seem like a rather medieval idea, but climate change is driving architects to turn to timber as a possible resource, treated timber. Okay. Now, recent years have seen the emerging of tall buildings constructed almost entirely from timber. Vancouver, Vienna, Brumunddal in Norway are all home to constructed tall wooden buildings. Wow, nice. I think I have. So we got our locations here, right? Vancouver, Vienna, and Brumunddal. Yes. So where did we have the locations question? Second one, a reference to the various locations where high-rise wooden buildings can be found, right? See, it says these three all are home to the tall wooden buildings. Wow, exactly it is matching, right? So these are the various locations. So D is exactly matching here. Very good. We got our answers. So second one. What is our answer, guys? Second one is D, right? So yes, good going. We are doing it well. Okay. Next, we have completed half the passage now. Next, it is E. So using wood to construct buildings, however, it is not straightforward. Wood expands as it absorbs moisture from the air and is susceptible to pests, not to mention fire. Okay. But treating wood and combining it with other materials can improve its properties. Cross-laminated timber is engineering wood. Adhesive is used to stick layers of solid sawn timber together crosswise to form building blocks. Okay. This material is light but has the strength of concrete and steel. Okay, construction experts say that wooden buildings can be constructed at a greater speed than ones of concrete and steel, and the process is quieter. Okay. So in this paragraph, he spoke about using wood to construct buildings now. So wood absorbs the moisture. Okay, it is prone to pests, and some he spoke about cross-laminated timber wood. Okay. Now let's read again the first one. An explanation of industrial processes that potential raw materials for concrete. No, I did not read about any industrial process, to be frank here, right? He spoke about nothing. Then The belief that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. No, we did not talk here about any belief systems or any high-rise wooden buildings, right? Yeah, okay. So E is also not matching with anything. Let's move to F. Next, paragraph F. Now, Stora Enso is a name in Europe's is the Europe's biggest supplier of cross-laminated timber, and its vice president Marcus reports that the company is seeing increasing demand globally for building in wood with climate change concerns the key driver. Okay, so Finland, with its large forests where Stora Enso is based, has been leading the way, but the company is seeing a rise in demand for its timber products across the world, including in Asia. Okay, of course, using timber in a building also locks away the carbon that is absorbed as it grew. Okay, but even treated wood has its limitations, and only when a wide range of construction projects has been proven in practice will it be possible to see wood as a real alternative to concrete in constructing tall buildings. Okay, okay. I think I have read this somewhere, right? An explanation of industrial processes? No, he did not talk about any industry process, right? Next, the belief that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. Okay. Now read the last sentence, guys. Read this last sentence. But even treated wood has a limitation, and only when a wider range of construction projects have been proven in practice, will be possible to see wood as a real alternative to concrete in constructing tall buildings. Yes, this sentence he has paraphrased into this. Okay, these two, they are same sentences, same the same meaning, but he has just paraphrased it. Okay, so the belief that more high-rise wooden buildings are needed before wood can be regarded as a viable construction material. Yes. So here, right? Wide range of construction projects means high-rise wooden buildings has been proven in practice will be possible to see the wood as a real alternative. Then only wood can be a viable material. Yes. So what is the answer, guys? So F is exactly matching with 4. So my answer here is F. Okay. Good. So till now we are going good. Yep. So we have only one thing. First one. Let's read the next paragraph. G. Now, fly ash and slag from iron ore are possible alternatives to cement in a concrete mix. Fly ash, a byproduct of the coal burning power plants, can be incorporated into concrete mixes to make up as much as 15 to 30% of cement without harming the strength and durability of a resulting mix. Okay. Now, iron ore slag, a byproduct of the iron ore smelting process, can be used in a similar way. Their incorporation into concrete mixes has the potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Okay. So, guys, did you read anything about any industrial process here? Yes or no? An explanation of industrial processes that create potential raw materials for concrete. What are the potential raw materials? Fly ash and slag. Okay. And this is the whole industrial process. Okay, these can be incorporated into concrete mix 15 to 30%. Okay, iron ore slag, smelting process, all these things, this is nothing but an industrial process. Okay, so yeah, I think I got my answer. But anyhow, I'll keep reading because we have one more para in this. So let's keep reading. There is one author, Anna Sarginer. Okay, so Anna Sarginer, the UK's Green Building Council, notes that although these waste products can save carbon, in the concrete mix, their use is not always straightforward. Okay. It's possible to replace the cement content in concrete with waste products to lower the overall carbon impact. But, see, there's the word but. There are several calculations that need to be considered across the entire life cycle of the building. Okay. These include factoring in where these materials are being shipped from. Okay, if they are transported over long distances using fossil fuels, the use of alternative materials might not make sense from an overall carbon reduction perspective. Okay, so here she says that it is possible to replace the cement with these products, but the thing is, it also depends on where are these coming from. If they are coming from a long distance using fossil fuels, okay, like petrol and gasoline, etc., then again it is like it might not make sense, because anyhow it is, when the fossil fuels burn, again they are contributing to the carbon dioxide, right? So that's what she says. So anyhow, we got the answer here, right? So this is the industrial process here. So the first one should be G, guys, as per myself. Okay. And now we have left with only one paragraph. So let us finish this reading this. Then we'll answer the remaining questions. Okay. Now, while these technologies are all promising ideas, they are either unproven or based on the materials they are not abundant. In their overview of innovation in the concrete industry, Felix and Johanna of the UK's Royal Institute of International Affairs reached a conclusion that some novel cements have been discussed for more than a decade within the research community without breaking through. At present, these alternatives are rarely as cost effective as conventional cement, and they face raw material shortages and resistance from customers. Okay, so yes, that's what they said, Felix and Johanna. Okay, so let's move to the next set of questions. That is, fill in the blanks with one word only. Okay, so you have to read the instructions clearly, guys. When they say one word, you have to write only one word. For example, if you wrote two words and the right answer is there in those two words, still it is wrong. Okay, all right. So what does it say? Making buildings with wood. Okay, so he's talking about wood. Where did we read about wood? Where is it? So using wood here. So possible alternative is wood. Okay, D and E. These two are about wood, right? See, wood is a traditional building material, but current environmental concerns are encouraging Dash to use wood in modern construction projects. Okay, so environmental concerns is one. Okay, so a possible alternative to concrete is wood. Making buildings from wood may seem like a medieval idea, but climate change is driving architects to turn to timber as a possible resource. Okay. Okay. So, yes, guys. So, this sentence we have to decode now. Okay. So, here he says climate change. What is the word here? Environmental concerns. So, this is paraphrase. But current environmental concerns are encouraging whom? Encouraging. This word is the keyword here. Encouraging is synonym for driving. Driving whom? Architects. Encouraging architects to use wood as a modern construction projects. That's it. So yes, we have matched it sentence to sentence, and we got the right answer. Okay. So my first answer would be architects. Okay. Right. Next question. For example, so using wood, however, has its challenges. For example, as dash in the atmosphere enters wood, it increases in size. Okay. Something is entering, something in the atmosphere is entering wood and it is increasing in size. What is that? Hmm. Let's read this one. Using wood to construct buildings, however, is not straightforward. Wood expands as it absorbs moisture from the air and is susceptible to pests. Okay. What is this, guys? Increases in size, what he says, right? So, what is the synonym for the word increases in size in the paragraph? Expands. Yes, absolutely. You are right. Wood expands, increases in size. Okay, as it absorbs moisture from the air. Moisture absorbs from the air. Air means atmosphere. Okay. So, for example, as moisture in the atmosphere enters wood, it increases in size. So, this sentence, okay, here to here. Just this half of a sentence, they have paraphrased into this sentence. Okay. As moisture in the atmosphere enters wood, it increases in size. Wood expands as it absorbs moisture from the air. That's it. So they have just paraphrased it. That's a simple. Nothing else. So moisture is my answer. Okay. Good, good, good. Going good. Okay. Next. So in addition, wood is prone to pests and great risk of fire. Okay. So these are the pest and fire here. Next. However, wood can be turned into a better construction material if it is treated and combined with other materials. Okay. Next. In one process, a dash of solid wood are glued together to create building blocks. Okay, he's talking about solid wood glued together and building blocks. Where is this sentence here? That's what I am trying to catch. So, but treating wood and combining it to other materials can improve its properties. Cross-laminated timber is engineering wood. An adhesive is used to stick layers of solid drawn timber together to form building blocks. Okay, we got here building blocks glued together means sticking, right? Stick layers used to stick the layers means gluing together. So we are getting those keywords here. So again, this sentence is paraphrased. So what is the answer, guys? Can you guess the answer? So in one process, dash of solid wood are glued together. So what is glued together? An adhesive is used to stick layers of solid timber together, glued together. So what is the seventh answer, guys? Layers, solid layers. So here we can write only one word. Okay. So in one process, layers of wood. Okay. That is taken together. Okay. Right. Now, these blocks are lighter than concrete and steel but equal them in strength. Experts say that wooden buildings are an improvement on those made of concrete and steel in terms of the dash with which they can be constructed and how much noise is generated by the process. Okay. Now, what is the last answer? He's talking about some experts. Okay. Okay, so we are here. This material is light but has the strength of a concrete and steel. Construction experts, okay, he's talking about experts now, say that wooden buildings can be constructed at a greater speed than ones of concrete and steel, and the process is quieter. Okay, so experts say that wooden buildings are important, are an improvement on those made of concrete and steel in terms of dash, in terms of what they can be constructed at a greater speed. So in terms of speed, they are great. Okay, experts say that wooden buildings can be constructed at a greater speed. So in terms of speed with which they can be constructed and how much noise is generated. Yes, quieter. Right. So yes, we got our answer. So in terms of speed, they are good enough. Right. Okay. So these are our answers, guys. Architect, moisture, layers, and speed, I guess. I hope so. They are the answers. And yeah, let's move to the last and final section. Yes, we got into matching. Now, match each statement with the correct person. That is the one. And here is one important note, guys. I need to tell you about this. You may use any letter more than once. What does it mean? It means you can use any letter more than once. See, here there are five questions. There are only four people. So something should repeat itself, right? So when any of the option is coming more than once, you will get this note. Okay. You may use any letter more than once. Suppose in the exam, if they gave this note, it means that some alphabet is going to repeat for sure, 100%. Okay. So this is a hint for you guys. Whenever you see this, you should understand that something is going to repeat. Okay. If you, in your answer, nothing is repeating, then it means you have done some mistake. Okay, so this is a great hint for you. Okay, so just be careful now. Hmm, what is the ninth question now? The environmental advantage of cement alternatives may not be as great as initially assumed. Okay. Okay. So how can this be answered? For these guys, you should remember, okay? You should remember what you have read initially. Okay. So I think, where did we read this? The environmental advantage of cement alternatives may not be as great as initially assumed. Okay. Someone said in the last paragraphs, I have read it somewhere. This one or this one. I don't remember. Mm, let's read here. But Anna notes that although these waste products can save carbon in the concrete mix, their use is not always straightforward. Means it is not like initially assumed, right? Why? Because this is the reason. It's possible to replace the cement in concrete with waste products, but there are several calculations that need to be considered across the entire life cycle because if they are transported over long distances using fossil fuels, then the use of materials might not make sense from overall carbon reduction perspective because in the case when you're using fossil fuels and for long distances, anyhow when these fuels burn, they will generate carbon dioxide and they will contribute to global warming again. So when you are saving here for emissions and you are emitting here again, so it is of no use. So it says their use is not always straightforward, means may not be as great as initially assumed. Environmental advantage. That's what she's talking about. Yes. Yes. So this one is exactly matching. So ninth one, our answer should be Anna. Anna, what is the option? C. So yes. So C is my answer. Okay. Now, next one. So that's why I told you guys to remember the names, okay? Chris Cheeseman, he came in paragraphs B and C. Marcus came in the paragraph F, okay? Anna came here in G. And Felix, he came here in the paragraph H. So, yeah, we need to remember where these guys come and what they say, just to be sure, because we have matching answers here. Next, 10th one. It would be hard to create a construction alternative to concrete that offers so many comparable benefits. Okay, who said this? Now tell me. I remember well who said this because I read this in the beginning, right? Because someone was he was talking about the benefits of using concrete only. In the beginning, who was the guy? Yes, Cheeseman. He was talking something about this. What was that and where is the answer? Let's read. It would be hard to create a alternative to concrete that offers so many benefits. Okay, so concrete is not a high carbon product, cement is, but it is the scale on which it is used to make high carbon. The sheer scale of manufacture is so huge that is the issue. Okay. Okay. Next, this paragraph also he told. Okay. Mm, Here, Cheeseman also notes concrete and steel have similar thermal expansion properties, so steel can be used to reinforce concrete, making it far stronger and more flexible. All these are advantages, right? Then it could be on its own. According to Cheeseman, all these factors together make concrete hard to beat. Concrete is amazing stuff. Making anything with similar properties is going to be very difficult. Yes. So yes. So it would be hard. See. It is very difficult. It is hard. You saw the synonyms there. It would be hard to create an alternative to concrete that offers so many benefits. All these strength, flexibility, these things are benefits. Okay. So who said this? Cheeseman. Yeah. So what is the option of Cheeseman? A. The answer should be A. Okay. Next question, 11th one. Worries about the environment have led to increased interest in wood as a construction material. Worries about the environment. So because of environment had led to the increased investment in wood. That's what someone says. Who was that? Let us see. Let us see. So this is what Cheeseman said. Okay. Was the any other here? Yes. If we have Marcus here. Okay. Let's read what he said once. Worries about the environment and increased interest in wood. So Marcus is seeing the increasingly demand globally for building in wood. Yes, we got the answer in the first sentence itself, right? See, increased demand globally for wood with climate change concerns the key driver. Yes, this is our answer, guys. In this sentence, see, read these two sentences. They both are the same. See, worries about the environment had led to the increased interest in wood as a construction material now. So Marcus reports that the company is seeing increasingly demand globally for wood with climate change concerns. Climate change means the environment here. Exactly. So if you know where the exact person is, what did he say, that would be dead easy for you. So that's why I suggest you, what is the best trick here, guys? You need to remember, especially in these type of questions. Okay, not in every type of question. Only when you have this matching with the list of people, then you have to remember who said what. Then only it will be easy for you. Okay, so you have to apply some brain and you have to be more focused here. Okay. Next, 12th one, expense has been a factor in the negative response to the development of new cements. Someone spoke about expenses. Who's that? Who's the one spoke about expenses? Anna, did she speak? Uh, no. One more guy, Felix and Johanna. What did they say? Let's read it here once. Some novel cements have been discussed for more than a decade with the research community without breaking through. At present, these alternatives are rarely as cost effective, okay, as conventional cement, and they face raw material shortage and resistance from customers. What do you mean by resistance, guys? Resistance from customers means a negative response from customers. Okay, so this is like a synonym again. Okay, yes. So negative response. Expense has been a factor. Expense means this one. At present, these alternatives are rarely as effective, cost effective, rarely as cost effective as the cement. Cost effective means cement. Okay, in the development of new cements. Who said this? Felix and Johanna. What is the number? D is the alphabet. So yes, D should be our answer, right? And the last one, 13th one. The environmental damage caused by concrete is due to its being produced in large quantities. Who said this? Felix and Johanna, they did not talk about this because we just read it. Anna also did, she did not speak, I guess. Not straightforward because concrete, she spoke about the fossil fuels, long distances, okay, carbon reduction, these things. Marcus also, we just read it. Let's go to this guy, paragraph B, okay. Mm, so concrete is not a high carbon product, cement is high carbon. Okay, but concrete is not. But it is the scale on which it is used that makes it high carbon. Scale means huge scale, high. The sheer scale of manufacture is so huge, that is the issue. Scale of manufacture is very huge, being produced in large quantities. Synonyms, paraphrasing. Did you see that? The environmental damage caused by concrete is due to its being produced in large quantities. Paraphrased again. Same sentence, paraphrase. Again, the same thing. The last sentence, this sentence is paraphrased into this sentence. So, 13th one. Who said this? Cheeseman. Option number is A. So, yes. Which one is repeating itself, guys? A. A came two times, right? So, this note, this is justified now, right? So, this is how we need to solve the passage, guys. I hope it is pretty clear for all of you. I have tried to explain in detail and everything. I'm trying to explain everything in detail, guys, so that you can learn something from this video and maybe I can help you out. I mean, through my videos, I'm helpful for you in your preparation for the IELTS, right? So, so yeah, that is the passage for today. I hope you have watched the whole video, and whatever the tips and tricks I give away, please try to make a note of them so that when you solve your own passages, it will be really helpful. Okay. So please like, share, and subscribe my video, and also try to share it with your friends and family members who are trying to crack the IELTS. And also, please subscribe, guys. A lot of people they are watching my videos, but I don't have many subscribers. The count is very low. So if you can help me out in reaching a good number of subscribers, then I can make more and more videos. Those are helpful for you guys. Okay. So yep. Thank you so much, and let's meet again in some another video. Bye bye.